PMP Certification Series, Chapter 5. Topic: Project Life Cycle and Development Approaches. Subtopics: What is a project life cycle? Phases of a project life cycle. Predictive, waterfall, approach, agile approach, hybrid approach, product life cycle versus project life cycle, when to choose each approach. Hello everyone, welcome back to Agile Project Academy. In the previous chapter, we learned about stakeholders and why stakeholder engagement is critical for project success. Today, we'll explore another core PMP topic, project lifecycle and development approaches. This is one of the most frequently tested concepts in the PMP exam, so let's understand it in a simple way. First, what is a project lifecycle? According to PMI, a project lifecycle is the series of phases that a project passes through from its start to its completion. Think of it as the journey of a project, from the initial idea to the final delivery. Although every organization may define its phases differently, a typical project goes through these stages: initiation, planning, execution, monitoring, and controlling, closing. Every successful project follows these phases in some form. Now let's discuss development approaches. 1. Predictive approach, waterfall. In the predictive approach, the scope, schedule, and cost are defined at the beginning. The project is executed phase by phase with very limited changes. This approach works best when requirements are clear and stable. Example: constructing a bridge or a residential building. Once construction starts, making major design changes is expensive and difficult. 2. Agile approach. Agile is an adaptive approach where work is delivered in small increments. Customer feedback is collected frequently, and changes are welcomed throughout the project. Instead of delivering everything at the end, value is delivered continuously. Example: developing a mobile app where new features are released every few weeks based on customer feedback. 3. Hybrid approach. Hybrid combines predictive and agile. Some parts of the project are planned traditionally, while others are delivered using agile practices. Example: a hospital implementing new software may complete hardware installation using waterfall while developing software features using agile. Now let's understand the difference between project lifecycle and product lifecycle. A project lifecycle ends when the project is completed. A product lifecycle is much longer. It includes product development, launch, growth, maturity, maintenance, and finally retirement. In simple terms, a project creates a product, but the product continues long after the project has ended. When should you use each approach? Choose predictive when requirements are fixed and changes are minimal. Choose agile when requirements are expected to evolve and frequent customer feedback is needed. Choose hybrid when different parts of the project require different ways of working. Selecting the right approach increases the chances of project success. PMP exam. Tip: the PMP exam doesn't ask which approach is best. Instead, it tests whether you can choose the most appropriate approach based on the project's environment and requirements. Remember this: stable requirements leads to predictive; changing requirements leads to agile; mixed environment leads to hybrid. Quick summary: every project follows a project life cycle. The common phases are initiation, planning, execution, monitoring and controlling, and closing. Predictive is plan-driven. Agile is adaptive and iterative. Hybrid combines both approaches. A project life cycle ends with the project, while a product life cycle continues throughout the product's existence. That's all for Chapter 5. In Chapter 6, we'll cover one of the most important foundations of project management processes and process groups. We'll discuss what is a process, the 5 process groups, how process groups interact throughout the project, common PMP exam, misconceptions about process groups and project phases. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Agile Project Academy. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in Chapter 6.